Okay guys, let's continue trying to fix this little pipe here. I had to stay away from it until I could resist the urge to fix the split and glue the shank cap on at the same time. Which maybe wouldn't hurt, but until the cap had to come off for some reason, then it would hurt a lot. I've got some JB Weld, which is epoxy that's chemical resistant and has a fairly high temperature rating. And it'll be inert when cured. And I'm just going to fill the crack up with it. I'm not going to worry about colouring it because it's going to be covered anyway. I'm just trying to get it into that crack. With a bit of luck we'll get some to be visible on the inside of the on the mortise. Yep, it's most of the way down in there now. This stuff will continue to flow for a while. It'll take quite a while to set up. It'll be sort of 24 hours before it's hard. So I'll probably have to come back and revisit it a few times and just smooth it a bit, and I'll clean the excess off before it sets up, or before it properly cures while it's still sort of just slightly soft. It should be good. You can see that it is coming through the crack slightly on the inside, and that'll be easy enough to take off after it's cured a bit. There you go, shank glued. I think that will hold fairly well and be covered up by the shank cap. Which has still got a small dent just there near my thumbnail, but is relatively straight. I might see if I can get a little bit more of that out, but I was trying to avoid having to anneal it. But we'll see how that goes. Here's the part where I neglected to turn the microwave on, but shows the parts of the pipe where I cracked it, which I'll explain about in the next section. And I've scraped the epoxy out of the joint to almost to the bottom. Stem's been started so that it almost fits. Needs a bit more work to get it to fit properly. The band is I've given a bit of a clean on the inside in preparation for a gluing job, and we'll see how that goes in the next bit. Here's the little tiny pipe after a couple of coats of shellac over the top of that moccasin brown stone. As I was trying to make the stem up and fit the tenon into the mortise, I had a few issues with my epoxy and I managed to crack it. So I've re-glued that, and I've actually decided that I would glue the silver band on there, silver cap on there with some epoxy at the same time, so that should stay on there for a very long time and hold everything still and solid and not crack. Has a tiny little dent still left in it, which probably won't show up, but it's old and it's entitled to have some marks and some dents. The stem here that I had some problems with getting that to look anything like a military mount from measuring once and cutting twice and trying to do it when it was cold, but it fits nearly, and when the glue sets up I should be able to get that to fit nicely and not want to fall out. Alright, I'll come back and have another look after I've given it some more shellac and fit the stem up, and we'll have a look at bending it to the right angle. Okay, there it is with a stem fitted, and we've got a cup of well, boiling water. I'll just let that sit there for a minute or two. The stem only has to get about 80 degrees and it'll be plastic or pliable. Then I'll try and bend it. Since I'm going to need two hands, my tripod's not very fantastic at the moment, I shall bend it and then come back and show you what the result is. So there you go, one tiny little pipe fixed, I suppose. Like everything, could probably do with a coat of wax, which it will get. So there you go. Hope that was interesting. See ya.